name is Shannon Cavender, and I am the Community Center Programs Manager for the Salvation Army in Bartlesville. I was invited here today to talk about some of the services and programs that are provided by the Salvation Army. In addition, I would like to share with you some insightful tips for thriving on a budget. A current program being offered by the Salvation Army is Life Skills 101. The Life Skills program was designed to give individuals an introduction to the world of budgeting, career and education planning, resume building, networking, and so much more. Spots are available. The first session starts next week, June 1st, and a second session will start July 6th. The Salvation Army also anticipates the return of programming that was in place prior to COVID, but not until late summer or early fall. This is also tentative due to a lack of staffing. So what are some resources that the Salvation Army provides to a person that is currently in a tough financial spot? The Bartlesville Salvation Army is a Christian nonprofit human services organization. The mission is to preach the gospel of Jesus Christ and meet human needs in His name without discrimination. The Salvation Army provides human services through established programs in response to local and national emergencies. Services that are currently provided include rental assistance and utility assistance. An individual who qualifies is eligible to receive rent or utility assistance once per year. The Salvation Army can assist individuals who qualify with gas vouchers once every 6 months. The Salvation Army has a food pantry that is open on Tuesdays and Fridays. Currently, an individual can utilize the food pantry every 30 days. Prior to the pandemic, individuals could only utilize the food pantry every 3 months. So currently, you can use once a month. The Salvation Army also serves one free community meal per month. The next Broken Bread community meal will be on June 19th from 4 to 6. The location will vary and can depend on the weather. Follow our Facebook page for more up-to-date information on location. All right, throughout the year, the Salvation Army also has several seasonal services such as a coat drive, a community Thanksgiving meal, and the angel tree. There are several other programs and resources in Bartlesville. The library has a wonderful brochure that provides a list. Do not hesitate to call 211 as they are a community resource line that is available 24/7. All right, so let's talk about thriving on a budget in Bartlesville. Here are some tips to help live within your means when finances are tight. To start, it is important to know what your income per month is and what your monthly expenses are. Make a list of all income first, then make a list of every bill you have. Make sure to pay your fixed expenses first. Fixed expenses such as rent, electricity, water, your car payments. There are apps available to help track these expenses as well. Try to spend less than you earn. Separate your wants from needs. Cut out the items you can go without, like hair and nail appointments, gym memberships, or daily stops for coffee. Before you make a large want purchase, sorry, I thought that was a question. Before you make a large want purchase, use the 48-hour rule. Wait 48 hours and you may find that you no longer even want the item. Save for items that are out of your budget. Use cash as often as possible. It is an instant reminder of just how much money you have and is available and that you can spend. Bring a lunch to work or make your own coffee in the morning. Use reusable water bottles. Avoid using credit cards and loan companies. Consider living with a roommate or a friend to share costs. Carpool. All right, how are Or what about going to the grocery store? So how to find bargains when buying groceries and eating healthy with limited funds and time. Buy items in bulk. Use coupons, apps, and ads. And in today's world, they are readily available online. Again, the Sunday paper will have a circular. There is a local advertisement that has weekly ads available. Shop at stores that do double coupons or provide loyalty points that can be redeemed for discounts, such as 5 cents off of gas. Eat before you go to the store so you can focus on what you came for. Make a grocery list and stick to it. Find meat and bakery markdowns. Some stores mark down right before their doors close for the evening, and others mark down merchandise first thing in the morning. Avoid impulse buys at the register. Use grocery pickup to avoid overspending. Plan meals based on what is on sale for the week. Try not to shop with kids or others. Get in and out. On average, for every minute that you spend in the store, you spend $2. Wednesdays is the best day to shop. Most store sales start on a Wednesday. Shop around and compare prices. Again, apps make this very convenient. Avoid buying pre-cut veggies and fruits. Shred your own cheese and rethink buying bottled water. Eat fresh produce when it is in season. The more expensive food items are placed at eye level in the store. Look higher and lower for cheaper items. Stores are designed to keep essential items on opposite ends of the store. For example, the dairy and the fresh produce. Be mindful of this and avoid the middle aisles as much as possible to avoid overbuying. Cook meals at home and avoid fast food restaurants. Avoid buying snacks and drinks at convenience stores. Buy less red meat and eat more protein. Grow your own fruits and vegetables and reduce food waste. Only cook what you can eat. If you do not plan to save or freeze the leftovers, it is on average a family throws away $2,000 worth of food each year. That's a lot of wasted money and food. All right, so what about saving money on your utility bills, keeping utility bills low? Well, install insulation if possible. Poorly insulated attics, crawl spaces, and basements do contribute to higher bills. Seal gaps you may see around windows and door frames. Use LED light bulbs. These types of light bulbs are using 75% less energy and last 10 times longer than a traditional light bulb. Switching to LED bulbs saves about $100 a year. Use power strips. Even when not in use, electronics such as computers and DVD players are still using energy. By using a power strip, you can shut off the power supply with just one button. Turn down your water heater temperature. 120 degrees is the ideal number for saving money. Only run the dishwasher when it is full. You use the same amount of water no matter how many dishes you load. Doing this can save about $40 a year. Also, if your dishwasher has the option to only wash and allow the dishes to air dry, this can save a few more dollars annually. Wash whites on warm instead of hot. This actually saves about 50 cents per load. Remember to empty the lint filter each time after the dryer has been used. Take showers instead of baths. Take shorter showers. Taking 2 minutes off of your shower time saves about 5 gallons of water. When cooking, use a microwave, toaster oven, air fryer, Instapot, all those new gadgets that are out there. These methods use less energy than a traditional oven. Outdoor cooking in warmer months likewise helps to lower the cost. All right, so what about your vehicle? How can you reduce wear and tear on your vehicle? Change your oil filter and oil on a regular basis. Most vehicles recommend you change your oil and filter every 3,000 to 5,000 miles. Make sure your tires have the right amount of air. Low tire pressure wastes fuel and wears out the outside of the tire. Low tire pressure can cause a blowout. High tire pressure wears in the middle and causes poor handling and poor braking capability. Remember to change air filters. Most vehicles recommend changing your air filter once a year. A dirty or clogged air filter impacts gas mileage and overall performance of your vehicle. If you're going to be setting idle for more than 2 minutes, it is recommended that you turn the vehicle off. Idling causes buildup on the spark plugs and wastes gas. Let your car warm up for a couple of minutes prior to driving, especially in the winter. This allows the engine oil to heat and lubricate all parts of the engine prior to driving. Try not to ride your brakes. Anticipate a stop and gradually come to a stop. Avoid hitting potholes, bumps, and large cracks. Consider carpooling. If you find yourself in a bind and need an alternative means of transportation, there are services available in Bartlesville. City Ride is an option. City Ride just expanded their hours to include evenings and weekends. City Ride can be contacted at 918-336-2233. Uber, Lyft, and taxi services are also an option in Bartlesville. All right, so what are some ways that you can earn extra money to cover expenses when finances are tight? All right, put your skills to use. Can you teach someone to play an instrument? How about teach someone to speak a foreign language? Maybe you're good at math or excel in a certain subject and you can tutor others. Can you fix broken items such as tablets or TVs? Do you like to bake? Sell your cupcakes, cake pops, or cookies. Dog set or dog walk. Find odd jobs to do. Shovel snow, mow yards, rake leaves, clean gutters, clean flower beds. It's summer, clean swimming pools. Help people move, wash cars, detail cars, and again, in the summer months, you can even clean boats. Babysit or house set. How about drive for Uber, Lyft, or DoorDash, or run errands for others, as well as clean houses. So, I appreciate the opportunity to come and speak with you guys. I have enjoyed it, and if there are any questions that anyone has, yes.
You had mentioned that there's a rental assistance and utility assistance, and you said that is available once per year.
Yes.
So if I have it where I need that assistance in paying for my rent and my utility bill, correct? And if that happens, how do I go about that?
All right. Yes. There are 2 days a week that an individual will call between 9 and 12 and 1 to 3 to the Salvation Army. We are still doing no contact at this time due to COVID. So the individual, the social services worker, will take the information and provide a list of required documents via email. So they communicate. For rent and utility assistance, there is a list of items that is needed, such as a lease agreement, a social security number, a photo ID for all individuals in the home, all utility bills, income proof of income, as well as if they are receiving any additional assistance. And then once that information is returned via email, the social services worker will set up an appointment by phone and talk with them. And then from there, they will discuss, go forth with the process. But yeah, so it's once every 12 months that a person is eligible.
If I went to the food pantry, is there like a limit for that the groceries that I be able to have access to? Or?
We are still doing the no contact. So how it works is an individual will call again 9 to 12. The next time that we are doing it is June 1st, so next Tuesday. And an individual will call, and we will take their information, ask them a few questions, name, address, you know, how long they've resided there, how many's in the home, make sure that they meet the income guidelines. And then we do 15-minute increments. The social services person will make a shopping cart of food where they get a box, they get all, you know, things like necessities and things that we have available at that particular time. And then they put it out back. And so again, there's no contact. And the person will come when they've picked that 15-minute slot, and the social services worker puts it out there, and everything in the shopping cart is theirs. And before COVID, it was only every 3 months, but currently it is once a month. So every 30 days, a person can utilize the food pantry. And so all they have to do is call, and, you know, we'll just ask them some questions and get them set up with it.
You gave a lot of great tips on how to save money here and there as well. I think I've heard that even driving like 55 miles per hour saves you gas.
Yep.
As opposed to driving 60 miles per hour or 65 miles per hour. So driving slower maybe.
Yep, and that was one of the ones that I did come across. It says for every 5 miles that you lower your speed, you're saving on average a gallon of gas. So, you know, give or take, with the price of gas continuing to rise, you know, that can come definitely in handy. So, and one of the things I thought was rather interesting in regards to that was idling. Just 2 minutes, that's all it takes, is to waste gas. 2 minutes. 2 minutes goes by really quick. So, you know, a lot of times we don't even think about some of these things, and just those, you know, being mindful of, hey, you know, this is what I'm wasting money on, or these are things that are taking money from me and I wasn't even aware. So just, you know, doing a little bit of research on how you spend your money overall and how much is even available to you.
And I guess I'll remind people that one of the places you can save a lot of money is just at the library, your public library. You have all sorts of things you can check out. And Wi-Fi is free. We can do scan your email for free, which is a lot we can do. So just feel free to ask us about that. You mentioned about these classes that are coming up. Is there a certain age?
Yes, there is an age. The afternoon program from 1 to 3 was geared toward 13 to 17, and then the morning was from 9 to 12 for anyone above that age. So feel free. We have spots available. By all means, give me a call, leave a message, speak to anyone. They'll get with me. But we do have spots available, and so we would love to have more people. So
is there a total number of people that you expect in a small group, or is it
we haven't really had to set a minimum or a max, but I would say in order to really have a pretty good hands-on, 10 to 15 would probably be the max. That way, I can assist with them, make it to where it's individualized. It allows for that. Hey, what exactly can I help you with? What would you like to learn about? What can I benefit you with? And then the bigger the group, they kind of get lost that way. So
would you go through some of the things that they might expect to be able to, if they're interested, be able to learn as you're
yes, actually. The resume building, that's a big one. Budgeting, just overall talking about whether it's, the house costs or you want to buy a house, looking at different types of credit cards, APRs, loans, career planning, just basic communication skills, networking, the basics of what to do and not to do when you're going to a job interview. Kind of encompassing so much different things, but that can be, beneficial to not only younger, but to older people as well.
And these are where it's like they're more like structured like workshops where they would like talk about resume and they would start working on a resume.
Yes. Yep. Resume building and actually resume starting from scratch. Again, with it being individualized in those smaller groups, I can say, okay, where are you at? Let's start from there and build on that. If they need to start from scratch, by all means, we can, So, but yeah, actually making a resume is one of the sessions that we anticipate to have.
So the big deal on bringing hands-on experience as well as learning about these things.
Yeah, try to keep it upbeat. And again, you know, it's been a long time since we've actually been able to have groups and come back together, you know, we're trying to still get through the pandemic, but hopefully we're at the end of it, you know, and so we can come back together as a group and, you know, have that opportunity to learn and be hands-on and engage with others and learn new things. And hopefully it can be beneficial in us, and, you know, so that youth and adults can be successful in the long term. Any other questions? All right. Well, thank you so much for having me, and I hope y'all have a wonderful evening.